If you're a developer right now, you've probably noticed that AI can write better code than most junior engineers. But here's the thing, coding ability is becoming the least valuable skill you can have. The 5 skills that actually matter now, most developers have never even practiced them. And I only realized this after deploying AI-generated code that looked flawless, passed every check, compiled perfectly, and then watching it completely fail when real users tried to actually use it. That failure taught me something critical. The gap between code that works and software that solves problems is wider than it's ever been. And the developers who understand that gap, they're the ones becoming untouchable. The 5 skills I'm about to show you, these are the exact capabilities that fill that validation gap. Skill number 1, system-level thinking. Let me show you what happened when I ignored this. I built a user onboarding flow using Claude. Email verification, profile setup, the whole thing. Code looked great. Locally, everything worked. Then I used my AI testing tool to run a full user journey test. Just told it in plain English, sign up as a new user, verify email, complete profile setup, and access the main dashboard. 2 minutes later, I got a report that made me rethink everything. The flow worked, technically. Users could sign up, they could verify, they could fill out their profile. But when they tried to access certain features afterward, their permissions weren't set correctly. They'd see a blank dashboard instead of their personalized content. And here's what changed my perspective. My testing AI moved through the app like a real user would and discovered where the system logic broke down. It helped me understand the gap between the isolated function I built and its impact on user experience. This is where AI testing can help you validate system-level thinking. It's not about whether your functions work. It's about whether your user can accomplish their actual goal from beginning to end. Skill number 2, user and product thinking. This is where AI falls completely flat. Contact form with a success message that disappears in 3 seconds? Users don't know if their message was sent. Checkout flow, where the next button looks identical to the cancel button, 40% abandon rate. Dashboard where loading states never appear. Users think the app froze. Every single one of these passed tests. Perfect code, 0 bugs, but they all failed users. I started running every feature through QA.tech with one simple instruction. Use this as someone who's never seen it before, and it exposed the brutal truth. AI code gen tools optimize for technical correctness. It has 0 understanding of human psychology. It doesn't know what makes someone feel confident that their action succeeded. It doesn't predict where people get confused. Product thinking means designing experiences humans can actually navigate, not just functions that execute correctly. Skill number 3, exploratory and edge case thinking. Okay, this one almost cost me a client. I built a booking system, and it worked perfectly in my manual tests and unit level checks. I was about to push it to production for a client who was launching in 48 hours. Something told me to run one exploratory test. I told QA.tech, explore this booking system and try different ways of interacting with it. Within 3 minutes, it discovered a catastrophic bug. If a user selected a date, then changed their time zone in their profile settings, then came back to confirm the booking, the system would book them for the wrong day. Because the date was being stored in local time, but displayed in UTC after the time zone change. I never tested for select date, change time zone, confirm booking, because who does that? Apparently, international users do that all the time. If that had gone to production, the client's entire launch would have been destroyed. Double bookings, missed appointments, angry customers, brand trust crushed for months. But QA.tech doesn't just follow happy paths. Its QA agents explore how unpredictable humans actually behave. That near disaster taught me, you cannot manually test for problems you never imagined, especially when you ship at AI speed, and QA is forced to play catch up manually. Skill number 4, shipping with confidence. Every deployment you make is a bet, and most developers are betting on hope. Here's what changed my entire workflow. I stopped hoping and started knowing. Shifted my entire testing left. I connected QA.tech to GitHub. Now every pull request automatically triggers exploratory testing before I even look at the code. Last week, I opened a PR for a simple bug fix. The automated test showed that while my fix solved the original bug, a completely unrelated page was now displaying outdated data. The expected value didn't appear. Users would have seen stale information for hours. Without automated validation, I would have merged confidently. The bug would have hit production. Instead, I fixed both issues before the PR got approved. That's confidence. That's the gap between developers who ship fast and developers who ship reliably. And in the AI era, reliability is your competitive advantage. Skill number 5, supervising AI, instead of trusting it blindly. If you're using AI to write code, you need AI to validate that code, but not the same AI. Not a code review assistant, an AI that validates the product from a real user's perspective, with a completely different objective. When Cursor generates code, its goal is syntactically correct functions. That's not the same as, does this work for users? This is why the workflow works. One AI builds, another AI validates, and you supervise both. Last week, I built an API integration using AI assistants. Code looked solid. Then I ran QA.tech against my staging app. Connect a user's account to the third-party service. During the test run, the connection flow failed in the browser, and the UI just sat there. No confirmation, no feedback. The expected success state never appeared. The building AI wrote code that worked in the success case. The testing AI found that it completely failed in the error case. This is the modern development stack. Not AI versus humans. Not even humans using AI. It's human orchestrating multiple AIs with different perspectives, catching what each other misses. So let me end with this. In 5 years, there will be two kinds of developers. Ones who ship code and ones who ship trust. The ones who ship code will compete with AI, with offshore teams, and with the newest code generation tool. The ones who ship trust, they'll be untouchable. Because trust comes from judgment, validation, and understanding what your users actually need. If you want to try this workflow yourself, I'll link to qa.tech in the description. Point it at your app, describe what you want tested in plain English, and watch what it finds. And if you want to see the biggest mistakes developers make, even when they master these skills, I made a video breaking that down. Just click it, and I'll see you there.